Hey guys, so your ability to actually improve and get stronger has a lot less to do with your physical capabilities and a lot more to do with your motivation and your ability to stay consistent. So what I'm going to cover in this video is just a little bit about strategies and tips and things that you can do to help keep you motivated and consistent so that you can improve and see improvement over time. So the first thing I recommend is finding a workout buddy or a group of people that you can do this exercise program with. Now, that may seem a little bit silly because it's only maybe 1 or 2 or 3 exercises, or it's not a huge, gigantic, big program. But even just having someone that you could send a text message to, or give a call to, or an online platform that you can just say, hey, did my workout this morning and I felt really good. And then having someone just hit a couple of like buttons on that, just that little bit of extra accountability and community can make a really big difference in your ability to stay consistent. The other thing that is really helpful for staying consistent is seeing your progress. So pretty much a lot of clients that we work with get the most motivation when they can see progression. So when you first start out and you can do an exercise like the plank for 30 seconds and that's it, and then 3 or 4 weeks later you can do it for like a minute or a minute and a half, so much so that you're ready for another exercise. That can be really gratifying and feel really good to know that you made an improvement. So what I recommend is printing out the workout sheet or the program, and every time you do that workout, just putting a big X through it so that you can go back and look at it and say at the end of the week, wow, I worked out 4 times this week, because I can tell just by quickly looking at all the big X's that are in it. If you want to get something a little bit more complicated, you could go online and use some tracking software. You can see a lot of them have like graphs and things like that to show your improvement, but it doesn't have to be that complicated. It can just be as easy as a little X. And then after every couple of weeks, periodically, I want you to do a reassessment. So that just means a maximum number of time or repetitions for whatever the exercise is, and comparing that to when you started. And the last thing that I think can be really beneficial to staying motivated is actually scheduling your workout in or setting an alarm. So waking up in the morning is really important, and you set an alarm for that. Well, exercise is really important, so there's no reason you can't set an alarm to do your exercise program. Now, if you're doing it first thing in the morning, that's great. You don't need to set your alarm because your alarm is when you wake up. But if you're doing it at lunchtime or in the middle of the day, life gets busy and things get in the way. So if you have an alarm go off to remind you to do your exercise program, then I would do that. I think it can be really helpful and beneficial. The one thing I want you to remember is that the longer you wait through the day, the less likely you are to follow through and actually finish your program. So I hope that's been really helpful, and we'll see you in the next lesson when we talk about goal setting.